I have 2x cubed minus x squared minus 13x plus 14. And this I need to divide by x minus 2. So we'll start with the first term. First term is 2x cubed. I want to create 2x cubed. So what should I multiply with x to get 2x cubed? Whoever knows, you can just tell as fast as you can.
2x square.
2x square. Then 2x square multiplied with x will give me 2x cubed. And 2x square multiplied with negative 2 will give me minus 4x squared. Okay, that is how we will keep on creating the terms needed. We will eliminate them and then we will work on the lower powers. So this is plus, plus, minus. This will be plus. Basically, we are subtracting it. We can also call it as changing the sign. The main purpose is to cancel the terms. Now in the next term, I'll get plus 4x square minus x square, that is 3x square minus 13x plus 14. I can bring all the terms down. Maybe it will not be used altogether in this step. Then my next target is 3x square. Now, Samuel, you tell me that if I want to create 3x square, what should I multiply with x?
3x.
3x, and it will be plus 3x. Okay, so plus 3x multiplied with x will give me 3x square, and 3x multiplied with minus 2 will give me minus 6x. 14 as it is, we'll use it in the next step. Once again, we'll change the sign. We are subtracting it. We can never change the sign for 14 because it is written at the top. We have to change the sign for the terms written at the second step, the green ones. Now I will get minus 13 plus 6, that is minus 7x plus 14. Once again, I will go back to that. I need minus 7x. So what should I multiply with x to get that? It will be minus 7 because I need minus 7x. So minus 7 multiplied with x will give me minus 7x. Minus 7 multiplied with minus 2 will give me plus 14. And when I will change the sign, I will get remainder as 0. Getting remainder 0 is a proof that x minus 2 is a factor. Okay. But to just check whether it is a factor or not, we can directly use factor theorem as well. Okay. So Samuel, this is how it is done. For more examples, you can watch both the lecture videos at 2x speed. You will understand.
So I just have one question.
Yes.
We just, as we go down, we just always add it, right?
Add
So I
it.
mean, like as we let's say get like a product, or like we just put it below the value and we add both of the values, right?
No, we
So we don't
don't.
subtract it like normal division.
We subtract. We subtract like normal division. In normal division also, we subtract the numbers.
Okay, sir.
Okay, like this one and this one, these two steps will always be subtracted. Even in normal division, we do that.
Okay, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
Changing the sign means we are subtracting it. So when it will be minus, it will become plus. When it is plus, it will become minus. Okay. Let's go to the question on differentiation. Find the
Teacher.
values of x for which this is an increasing function. Now, first thing is that we should first discuss the concept that what is the meaning of increasing function. So when the function is increasing at that particular time, dy by dx will be greater than 0. What's the reason for that? Let's say I have a curve in which you can see increasing and decreasing both the parts. So if you will look at increasing part, and anywhere if you will draw the tangent, you will see that tangent is making an acute angle. If it is making an acute angle, then tan theta will be positive, and tan theta is gradient, which is same as dy by dx. There's a big connection. In our lower grades, we have discussed that gradient is equal to tan theta. In this grade, we have discussed that gradient is also equal to dy by dx. Yes, Leith.
Can I say answer? Or
Wait.
okay.
For answer, you have to wait. Okay, let me first explain. Okay, the second part is that if I draw a tangent over here, then you can see that it is making an acute obtuse angle. So obtuse angle will have tan theta as negative because second quadrant tan theta will be negative. That's why dy by dx will be negative when function is decreasing. So when function is increasing, dy by dx is positive. All of you, please write this down. Dy by dx is negative when function is decreasing. Okay. Now, if you look at function fx, we have to find the values for which it is an increasing function. So we will just differentiate it. So it will be minus 18x plus 5 differentiation. Okay. If anyone have problem understanding this differentiation, you can ask now only. So the value of dy by dx is minus 18x plus 5, and we have to find the values of x for which it is increasing. Yes, Late. Now you can say the answer if you have got.
X is less than 5/18.
Okay. So we have to just equate it, not equate, we have to just put it greater than 0 because we are finding for increasing. And then it will be minus 18x is greater than minus 5. Late, were you getting x less than or x greater than?
X less than.
Okay, that's right. So now you see that we have minus on both the sides. So we'll multiply by minus 18, not multiply, we'll divide by minus 18 on both the sides. So I will get x less than 5 by 18. Whenever we are multiplying or dividing by negative sign, the sign of inequality will be changed. So x less than 5 by 18 is the correct answer.
Wait, so we don't do that in the beginning itself?
No, we have to first differentiate and then we have to do it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now in the next question, they want us to show that this is increasing for all values of x. Like this is always increasing. Okay. So first we will differentiate. And whenever we have such type of question, then you should keep in your mind that you will try to create a square. Because square is always positive. If it has to be proved as increasing means indirectly we want to prove it as always positive. Let's find dy by dx, then we'll see the later steps. So dy by dx is 3x squared minus 6x plus 6. And we have to prove that this is always positive. So as I was saying that we will try to create a perfect square. Okay, you have to recall completing the square method. Okay, that will be helpful in these questions. So to prove that this is always positive, I will look at the first two terms. I will take 3 common and I will get x square minus 2x plus 6. Now can anyone tell me that what should I do further in the next step?
Sir, after
Sir, we put plus 1 minus 1 in the bracket.
Okay. Samuel, what you were saying?
I was asking if you're completing the square because you expanded it, you removed the 3 outside, right?
So I said the same thing only, na, that we are completing the square.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, we have to use completing the square method to show that it is always positive because square of a number is always positive. So yes, we are going to do plus 1 and minus 1. Now, just have a look at this 3. When I'm writing plus 1, so effectively I'm doing plus 3. So that's why outside I will write minus 3. I'm writing it out only from now. So in the bracket, I will write it down as x minus 1 whole square. Outside I have minus 3 plus 6, that will be plus 3. Now just have a look at this term carefully. This is
Sir, I
3
got that.
times x minus 1 whole square, which is a square always positive plus 3. So we have to just write this in the reasoning that x minus 1 square is always positive. Therefore, 3x minus 1 whole square plus 3 will be positive, and that's why it is always increasing for all values values of x belongs to R? Yes, Late.
Nothing. I got that answer, but I kept trying to do more because I felt like it wasn't enough. I don't know why. I got to this point and I just kept continuing.
Okay.
But it's whatever.
So the conclusion is, till now in both the questions, we have seen that dy by dx, if it is greater than 0, then function is increasing. When they say that show that this is increasing for all values of R, it means they want us to prove it as always increasing. It means that we have to prove that this expression which we get after differentiation is always a positive expression. Okay, indirectly they want us to prove that only. Okay, is there anyone who is still doing this question?
No, sir. I've actually finished the next one.
Okay, everyone done?
Yes, sir.
The curve has the equation, show that point lies on C. Now for that, we have to just substitute 2, 9 in that. Okay, you have to put x is equal to 2. And after that, after solving, you should get 9. So hence it will be proved. Okay, this we are not doing. Next, show that the value of dy by dx at P is 16. So all of you just quickly differentiate that and you have to send me the working. Okay, I'll wait. Yes, Samuel, are you done or not?
Yes, sir, I finished like while you were explaining all that.
Okay, find the equation of tangent to C at P. Now we already have the value of dy by dx at P, which is 16. It means the value of gradient is 16 and point P is 2, 9. So if I have a gradient and if I have a point, I can very easily get equation of a line. Y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1 is one of the way where you can directly put the point, simplify and get the answer. Another way is our year 11 method, which is y is equal to mx plus c. You put m first, put the point, get c, and then get the final equation. Both of them will be okay, whichever you like it. Yes, Lee.
I'm getting y equals 16. No, y equals 16x minus 23. Yeah.
Okay, y is equal to 16x minus 32 plus 9. So y is equal to 16x minus 23.
I didn't do this method though. This is I don't understand what's happening here.
Both the methods are fine. Okay, if
Okay.
you like the above one, you can do that. And there is nothing in the second method what I have used. I'll just explain. If you look at a line, on the line, if one point is x1, y1 and another point is x comma y, then we will write gradient as y minus y1 over x minus x1, and that is equal to m. If you send this x minus x1 on the other side, you will get this. It's nothing new. It's just the gradient only. Okay, the only difference is x and y is a variable point. That is the only way to create an equation. We should have some variable. Okay, I hope everyone is getting 16x minus 23.
Yes, sir.
The curve has an equation. Okay, this question is repeated. Look, show that the equation of normal. So understand one thing, that whenever we get the gradient, we have a point. So if mt is the gradient of a tangent, then for normal, it will be negative reciprocal because tangent and normal are perpendicular to each other. So whatever gradient you get, whatever dy by dx value you get, you have to just do the negative reciprocal. So 4b, there is nothing new. We can move on. Okay, here there is one point which I can discuss. Normal cuts the x-axis. Whenever any line cuts the x-axis, so you have to just put, let's say if this is the equation of a line and it is cutting the x-axis. So on x-axis, you have to put y is equal to 0, and then you can do the needful. Whatever they are asking, you will get from there. I want all of you to try this question. Okay, this is a similar question. Determine the coordinates of the local minimum of the curve. Okay. So before starting this question, like this is a question where we have to find minimum. Okay, so before starting this question, I'll tell you the concept one more time. All of you listen to me carefully. We will start with y is equal to fx. Step number 1 is you have to find f dash x. Step number 2 is you have to put f dash x equal to 0. I hope everyone understand what is f dash x. It's dy by dx. Okay, you have to put f dash x equal to 0 and you will find stationary points. Stationary points comprises of maximum, minimum, and point of inflection. Then step number 3 is you will find f double dash x, and in step number 4 you will substitute stationary points in f double dash x. And because of that, either it will be positive, negative, or equal to 0. If it is positive, that will be the point of minimum. If it is negative, then it will be point of maximum. For 0, it will be point of inflection. This has been discussed earlier also, but it was just like a revision. So if anyone wants, you can write it down. These are the standard step for all such type of questions. Okay, so one, like if you're fine with all these steps, then you can actually solve any of the question from maximum minimum. So step number 1 is we have to find dy by dx. Like we will go as per this question only. So in the first part, we'll just find dy by dx and d2y by dx too. All of you try it on your own and then you can check the answers from the screen. Dy by dx is 6, not 6, it will be 3 x square minus 12. d2y by dx2 will be 6x only. Now determine the coordinates of the local minimum. So for that, I am waiting for you guys to solve. At x is equal to 2, it will be 6 times 2, that is 12, which is positive. Hence, x is equal to 2 is a point of minimum. But this is not the final answer. We have to find the y coordinate also. For y coordinate, y will be equal to 2 cubed minus 12 times 2 plus 7. That is 8 minus 24 plus 7. 8 plus 7 is 15 minus 24 will be minus 9. Y is minus 9.
So we
Okay.
just write 2 comma minus 9. That's fine. Okay.
That will be the final answer. Okay, all of you have a look at the working. If there's anything you want to ask from this, feel free to ask. It's just the same steps we have to follow one after the other and we can get it. Okay, is it done? Everyone?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
I got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's have a look at this question now. Diagram shows part of the curve. Curve touches x-axis at A and cuts x-axis at C. Touches means over there we are getting equal roots, and when it is cutting, so over there it is just one root. So this is a cubic graph, as you can see in the equation also, that it's a cubic equation. and a and b are the stationary points also, so that we can actually find using dy by dx if needed, what they are asking. Using calculus showing all your working, find the coordinates of a and b. So all you need to do is just find dy by dx, you'll get a quadratic, solve that quadratic, you'll get two values of x. Use your common sense to mark them as a and b, because a is far away from b, so it will be more negative, b will be less negative, and then corresponding y coordinates needs to be found out using the equation. Okay, I'm waiting for the answer. So
Yeah, I'm getting 9.48, sir. No, negative 9.48.
we have to first differentiate, so it will be 3x squared plus 22x plus 35. And then when we will equate it to 0, so 35 is 5 and 7. So 3, 5 and 7, 15 and 7 can give me 22. So 15x plus 7x plus 35 is equal to 0. From these two, I can take 3x common, so it will be x plus 5. Then 7, x plus 5 is equal to 0. X plus 5 and 3x plus 7 is equal to 0. X will be negative 5 and negative 7 over 3. So coordinate of A is sorted, minus 5 comma 0. For coordinate of B, we have to plug that value in Y. Now over there we have minus 7 by 3 whole cube plus 11 times minus 7 by 3 square plus 35 times minus 7 by 3, and at last plus 25. So minus 7 is minus 343 by 27. Then 49 times 11. 539 by 9. Then minus 35 times 7. Minus 245 by 3 plus 25. LCM will be 27 throughout. So minus 343 plus 539 times 3, 1617 minus 245 times 9, 2205 plus 25 times 27, 675. You can see that I am using calculator partially. I'm not using it completely because in such questions, sometimes if we are writing the round off answers, they don't accept. Okay, so to be on a safer side, I will suggest all of you to write the answer in fractions. From your calculator also, you can get it in fraction directly. So report the
So
answer.
it's 120, it's 1274 divided by 27.
1274 is not correct. According to my calculation, it is coming like that. Let me check. 1617 plus 675 minus 2205 minus 343. So it is coming out as minus 256 over 27. So the coordinate of B will be minus 7 by 3 comma minus 256.20 upon 27. A and B are done. Like other than calculation, I'm hopeful that everyone is clear with the method, like what we are using it. If there is anything here and there in the calculation that you can check one more time later.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
How did you get minus 256? Like, how did you get the, because I did bracket minus 7 by 3 cube plus 11 bracket minus 7 by 3 square. And I got 127 by, sorry, 1274 by 27.
Okay, so the possible reason for that is that when you're dealing with these squares and cubes, okay, use double bracket. Okay, like I'll tell you one
Oh,
example.
okay, sir.
If you will do like if you're doing a bracket 11 times minus 7 by 3 square, if you're doing like this, then in that case, it is doing 11 times minus 7 by 3 and then squaring it up. Okay, so you should use the double brackets like this. Okay, in such cases, what I prefer is I just solve them individually using calculator only, but I prefer individual terms so that there are very less chances to make a mistake. Okay, still you can try it out one more time. You have been using calculator, so you are pro. Okay, try it out. You should get these numbers and then in the end 256 by 27. It will come very easily. Part B, show that minus 1 comma 0 is a point on the curve and explain why those must be the coordinates of C. Okay, minus 1 comma 0, if it is there on the curve, then there is only one point other than A where it is crossing x-axis, and that should be C. Okay, so I hope everyone is clear with the reasoning. And for checking it out, you have to just put minus 1 over there in this and you'll get it as 0. So no need to do it now. So overall, what we have discussed in this, let me quickly sum it up. For practice, you should definitely try more questions from this particular worksheet, but still I'm just giving you a summary. dy by dx, if it is greater than 0, function is increasing. If it is less than 0, function is decreasing. To check maxima minima, like to find maxima minima and to check, we use double derivative. So for that, we start with fx, then we do f dash x, then we equate it to 0. After equating it to 0, we find stationary points. Then we move on, we find f double dash x. Then we put those stationary points in that. And from there, we get three conditions, whether it will be greater than 0, less than 0, or equal to 0. So if it is less than 0, that will be the point of maxima. Which point? That stationary point. When you will put in that, you will get positive, negative, and 0. We have seen everything now. For greater than, it will be minima, and for equal to, it will be point of inflection. You can see that for teaching you also how many times I'm writing this. You should also do the same so that the whole method will be imprinted in your brain very easily, properly. Okay. Okay, so for Samuel and Rakim, good luck for tomorrow's chem exam.